What does it mean to be committed, I ask you? What is Anne doing up again for morning number 3, especially when she got her hot water tank replaced and had a hot shower last night? Yes, I'm thrilled. I got, my cafe latte, protein shake. I do not have my coffee though. And that is because I have found that it's pointless to make my coffee in the morning, have a few sips on the way to the gym, and then get out of the gym when I'm done to continue sipping my coffee and have it be ice cold. Even though I've got it in an insulated mug, 2 hours or whatever at the gym, my coffee winds up being ice cold. So I threw a couple of coffee pods, the K-cup things, in my bag, and I'll enjoy some fresh brewed hot coffee when I get to work. We have a coffee pot at work, but it's a drip machine. Those do not make decent coffee. In my personal opinion, if you're gonna drink coffee, you gotta drink coffee. Like Starbucks is what I'm talking about. That's what the joke is. I enjoy Starbucks. Dark, rich roast, like a French roast or darker. Needless to say, I have K-cups that are like pseudo dark, like they're from Germany or something like that. Now they know how to make a cup of coffee. But one thing I will say about the US is we don't know how to eat properly here. That's why we're all fat and diseased. I'm learning that. Oh my gosh, I've got a truck on my hiney. Shout out to Connor Tomlinson from Love on the Spectrum. That word hiney, I had to laugh when he said that, in that, I don't know, it was when Georgie came over to visit and he was scolding the dogs, Chewy specifically, and he said, "This is not a Harvard frat house." Don't know if you guys are familiar with Love on the Spectrum. It's a Netflix show. I got rid of Netflix last year, but I've seen the video clips. And I just love that show. Those people are so genuine. Good grief, this guy. Can you see his headlights at my face? Yes, I guess you can. I'm going, let's see how fast I'm going. It's dawn, so it's still a little dark. Not too dark, obviously, but I'm going 50 miles an hour in a 55. Okay, I'm going a little slow. So I'll speed up a little bit, but dude, you better get off my butt. You're being fair, I get it. Like, I need to go a little bit faster. But actually, you know what? I just entered the 55 mile an hour zone. I was in a 45 mile an hour zone. Of course, I can't tell if they're a police officer or not, so maybe it's my bad. I'm gonna go 57 miles per hour. Also, he's got his brights on. That's what's up. So, welcome to day 3 of fitness routine. So last night I did not have the best dinner though. Last night I had a grilled cheese sandwich with deli meat, vegetarian deli meat, and tomato, and potato salad. 1 serving of potato salad and 1 sandwich. Whoa, what the hell just ran across the road in front of me? Looked like a fox. Looked orange. I don't know what it was, but it bolted and I did not get a good look at it. Plus, I don't have my glasses on. See, this is why I should be wearing my glasses. But I can see fairly well, especially going 35 miles an hour. But that, whatever that was, it was fast. It was pretty small. I gotta turn the vent down. I'm getting a little warm. This morning it was supposed to be rainy, so I put my flip-flops or my slides on. I don't have my tennis shoes on quite yet. I'll wait to put those on at the gym. They really prefer us to bring our shoes and not wear outdoor shoes inside. But it's not rainy this morning, so I'm ahead of the game. This is the principal point about talking about what I had for dinner last night. This morning I woke up feeling very bloated again. So had the sandwich and potato salad for dinner, and then about 15 to 20 minutes after I finished eating, I went for a walk. About three quarters of a mile walk, maybe, 20 minutes or so. Just a casual, relaxed walk, because I didn't want to bind myself up again. I just wanted to stretch and make sure things moved through my body. And then when I got back from my walk, I showered with my new water heater. It was lovely. And then I relaxed for a little bit, and then I did a load of laundry and relaxed for a little bit. They came back and folded the clothes. So I was actually moving around last night. So I don't know why I woke up this morning with that feeling like I had a lead weight in my guts. That very heavy, bloated feeling again. So I'm starting to pay attention to what I eat, when I eat, the quantity of food I eat, and how I'm feeling in the morning when I wake up. Right now I'm feeling okay. Right now I'm feeling like I can probably make it just fine in my workout. It was different the other day when I was trying to run and time myself, and I really pushed it. But I still think that potatoes are probably my enemy. Those might be a food I'm going to have to limit to my days off, which today's Friday, tomorrow is my day off. I plan on eating pizza. The Easter Bunny brought me a king-size Reese's peanut butter egg, and I plan on digging into that. That's been sitting in the fridge all week. I don't know what else I'm gonna have. Probably a Coke. And anyway, let's see what else is on the schedule for today. I'm just glad today's Friday. This has been one of those weeks, and I'm kind of sick of having one of those weeks because we had the storms a couple weeks ago where we were without power, heat, water, blah, blah, blah. Then I had a busy couple of weeks at work catching up on that stuff, and then this week we were at home personally without water. At least my husband was able to rehook the water line, so we had water. It was just cold water. These potholes at the gym I keep talking about, I know that was very random, but now I'm getting to the gym and I feel like I'm going to record here the potholes. Hold that thought. You got to see these. See those? And this is where I've got to turn. So I've got to align my wheels up just right between the potholes and hope that I make it okay through the potholes, through the booby traps. What the heck is going on this morning at GameStop? Ooh, are we getting a sushi place? Oh my gosh, I just saw a sign that said sushi. So let me tell you something. This morning, I woke up a little bit later because they're buying us lunch at work today. I slept until 5:30 and didn't get up at 5 and didn't have to pack my lunch or anything like that. And I'm arriving at the gym at 6:36, and there's only 3 cars here this morning, and Yapper Man is nowhere to be seen, and my favorite treadmill is available. So I think we're on to something here with this timing. So I'll check in with you guys after my workout and let you know how it went. Yeah. It is not social hour. Oh my gosh, these 2 old ladies. Well, holy cow. Okay, I'm all done at the gym and I am leaving. But how about those 2 ladies? I got rid of the guy who yaps and inherited the 2 yappy ladies. I don't know what I'm doing with my hat. I was super excited because when I arrived, I saw that Mr. Yappy was not here. However, very quickly after I arrived, Mrs. and Mrs. Yappy showed up. Oh, I tell you what, you know, I tried to drown them out as much as I can, and if anybody has any input as to why this drives me batshit crazy, I would... Wow, I just totally got cut off because as soon as I put my car into gear, the music started that I was listening to in the gym. So I don't know what the deal is. It drives me nuts though when people are talking at the gym. It's one thing to have a conversation about like, how's your progress? It's going good, and move on. It's another thing to run into someone you haven't seen in a while and catch up. But usually that conversation would happen at normal tones of volume, and either by the doors or outside if the weather's decent, or near the locker area, the bathrooms, the stretching area, but not on the machines or in the vicinity of the machines and the weights. It's just people yapping at the gym remind me of people like I mentioned in a prior video that just say, oh, they love to say they go to the gym, but all they do is they want that bragging rights thing. They don't actually work out. It's like, yeah, I went to the gym today. I went to the gym and oh my gosh, it's like those two on Saturday Night Live. What the heck? They're awesome. I can't think of their name on Saturday Night Live that they show up to the gym for the session and they're like chewing their gum and they're just obnoxious. People are just obnoxious. And when people arrive to the gym for social hour, it makes me crazy. So what time is it? I had a fantastic workout, by the way. It is 8:17. So again, I'm way ahead of schedule for going to work, which is good for me to know what time it is, because in the summertime, I think I mentioned this in a prior video, in the summertime, I'm expected to be to work a little bit earlier than 9. I usually try to be there by 8:30, whereas this time of year, if I roll in at 9, it's no big deal. Other than myself and one other girl that left about halfway through my workout, those two older women, the Chatty Kathys, were the only ones in the gym the entire time I was there. Fate is tempting me to see how serious and how committed I am to this new workout schedule in the mornings. I really like being done with the gym first thing in the morning, though. I like how I feel. I feel wide awake when I leave the gym. I feel really good. I mean, that's the endorphins, obviously, but I will say the bathrooms at my gym do not have fans. So you're already sweating from your workout, and then the bathrooms don't have vent fans. So they put in little mobile, like little circular fans that just blow the hot, sticky air around. Today I tried to take as cool of a shower as I possibly could, and it was still sticky and humid in there. It's still humid air regardless of how hot or how cool the water is, so it kind of stinks. I'm very sticky when I walk out of the bathroom, and today putting on my long sleeve shirt because it's a little bit cooler today than what it has been, and then my fleece was like, ugh. The town where I live is getting a Panera. I heard that announced. I don't know where I heard it, from a coworker, I think. I love Panera. It's a little pricey, but you get such good, fresh food. Oh, I just passed the place I was supposed to turn for where I like to go for my eyelashes and eyebrows. I'll turn up here, I guess. So anywho, I'm gonna unbuckle my seatbelt now that I'm here and get my eyeballs done. First, I'm gonna turn my defroster off and my car off. I honestly can't believe this is day 3 of me doing this, and I haven't gouged my eyes out or smudged my mascara yet. I do it all the time at home. Holy crap, did you just hear that? That was my stomach. I wonder if I should stop and get breakfast. I have my protein shake with me and a banana. That should sustain me to lunch. Oh, I almost just messed that up. Whew, good save, Ann. Wow. Don't know how, but I saved it. All right, my eyeballs are done. I got through the first set of floor exercises, which worked my hamstrings and my glutes, and I was in pain. I was burning. So I took a rest, did some stretching, and then did the other exercise, which worked my hips. I did 6 reps on each side, and that was it. That's all I could do. I could not lift my legs anymore. And then I rested, stretched, did the first exercise again for the hamstrings and the glutes. And I was able to do a second set of 12, but towards the end, I wasn't, I was feeling the burn, but I was exhausted. I was spent. I did a second set of the hip exercise and did a second set of 6 reps. And then I was done. I was like, holy crap, it's time for a day off. Oh, here's the other thing. This morning when I weighed myself, hold that thought. I'm going to put it up on the screen when I'm editing, but I think it was 279.8. First time I've been under 280 since last November, and it's April now. Finally. So here's the tip. This week, I've been buckling down ever since last weekend when I weighed myself and I weighed 284.6 or whatever it was. And I was pissed. I was so pissed. I buckled down. I said, God darn it, what am I doing? Now we lost our water heater, so that put a little monkey wrench in things. I'm paying attention to what I'm bringing for lunch for work, consuming a protein shake and a protein bar every day. I'm having a good consumption of protein. I'm working out, taking the time off when I need it. So 4 intense workouts this week. I wonder if that's the target zone, 4 instead of 5 workouts, making sure I rest in between. Like I said before, though, I'm changing things up. I'm playing with a few things. I'm experimenting, but also putting a lot more effort into paying attention to what I'm eating. This whole week, I think I've had a salad every day for lunch. Now, 2 things I noticed about the salad is, number 1, I'm full. I can barely eat the salad. There's so much water in salad and in vegetables. I get filled up very quickly and I rarely can finish it. Another thing about that is it lasts longer. I would think that something nutritious like a salad would go right through my system and then I'd be starving 2 hours later. That has not been the case. I've noticed a difference in my blood sugar. I have felt very full at the end of my lunch and my system seems to stay full and I have to force myself. 2 days this week, I've had to force myself to have my 3:30 protein snack. Today, I don't have a snack with me. I have a protein bar in my purse. However, I'm going to see if I don't need to have a protein snack in the afternoon. Since I'm not going to the gym anyway, can I just have lunch at 12:30 and make it home by 5:30, not feeling the hunger pains? But we'll also see about lunch. I don't know how big the sandwich is. I know where we're ordering from and I know what I order, but I don't know how big the sandwich is. It could be microscopic. If that's the case, I'm not going to make it through the afternoon. I'm going to have my protein bar. I know you guys are probably scratching your head watching me do my lip routine, but my lips get really, really dry in the wintertime here. And I know it's spring now, but with the cold air still, my lips get so dry and I drink a lot of water. So I don't know why my lips get so dry, but I put Burt's Bees lip balm on first before I do anything else. And I have a whole routine. I have like 4 different things that I put on my lips. Then there's a Burt's Bees tinted lip balm that I put on. And then I do just a little swipe because that's too pale and this is too bright. I gotta mix up my colors. What I probably need to do is get a lip pencil, because the only reason I use this actual lipstick is because the outline of my lips barely show up. And then I use the Burt's Bees glossy lip balm on top. And generally I have to do all 4 of those steps. So I'm gonna head to work. You guys, let me know how your fitness regimen is going. Let me know what struggles you've been having I see something in the parking lot over there, and my husband has taught me to always pay attention to things on the ground in parking lots, because he has found some of his best tools on roads and in parking lots that people have just dropped. That's just a cardboard pizza carton. But I started paying attention because of him. He has found some good stuff. So usually if he's driving, I'm watching out for him. All right. Funny way to end my video, but happy Friday. Make it great. Thanks for joining me, and take care of yourself. Continue that whole wellness journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.